Did you know that we are all assigned guardian angels? Either an angel or angels. They're there to protect you and even to assist you, right? I was recently listening to this near-death experience video where this 19-year-old girl, she was raised Southern Baptist, a young lady, while she was in the Air Force Academy. Let's make the long story short, she died. But they did bring her back to life. But toward the end of the video, she mentioned something about guardian angels that really resonated in my spirit. I don't really read about angels. I don't know a lot. I just know that they're there to protect us and assist us. And I want to tell you in a minute how I go about with using them like that. But this lady, she said, she mentioned our guardian angels, and she said that we can ask them for help with as little as asking them to help you get a good parking spot. And that was such confirmation for me. Because let me tell you how I've been for years. I've been doing that for years. I will ask them to take me to the perfect parking spot. And I specifically ask them when my husband and I go to our favorite restaurants to hold our favorite spot. So it would be there when we get there, no matter what. They have never let me down except once, and I'm going to tell you what happened. I also ask them when I'm driving, when I'm flying in an airplane, to fly next to the airplane and keep us up in the air and get us there safely. Those are really the only things that I've asked my angels to help me. Actually, I do ask them to cover me with their wings sometimes that know, like let's say I'm walking down a dark alley, to protect me from predators seeing me. I've done that over my ducks in the yard. When I see the little baby ducks come, I ask them to cover them with their wings so no predators can get them. But back to my one time. I mean, like I said, I've been doing this for years, and they have never let me down except one time. And I will never forget this. It was, I was rushing. I was rushing because if you get there at a certain time at a restaurant, if you don't get there, like a lot of times 6 o'clock, it's full, right? 7:30 they start emptying out, and the next crowd comes in. I think this was around 6 o'clock, so I was really pushing my husband to go fast, and I was pulling him to the restaurant. And when we got in there, my favorite spot was taken. And so we were actually sitting at a table that I don't like. I like booths. And I kept staring over at this booth. So my husband and I, we ordered. I was confused because I've never been let down. So you don't know what to do. But all of a sudden, this couple left from my favorite booth. Now, mind you, the restaurant is full. And my husband and I received our order, and I kept looking over at that booth. Nobody was sitting in that booth. The waitresses put nobody in that booth. And like I said, the restaurant was full. And all of a sudden, this is what I heard from the Lord. That was for you, but you rushed. Wow, I mean, this blew my mind. It taught me something. You see, God, where He is, there is no time. God there's no time. There's no beginning and there is no end up in heaven. That's why it's always now. I think that's why His name is I Am. It's always now. It's always present. That's why when the Bible says we're seated in heavenly places, we are seated in heavenly places now. That's why when we get saved and the Bible says we're crucified with Christ, I am crucified with Christ, it's now. Even though Christ was crucified, over 2,000 years ago. God taught me something. Don't ever rush. I don't rush anybody. You're always right on time when you're walking with God and you're listening for His voice. So I really learned something. And like I said, I have been doing this for years. I know it's your choice if you want to do this. Like I said, I don't talk to angels. I just ask them to assist me and to protect me at times. And that's it. And sometimes I do get a little confused. Do I talk to you, Lord, and ask you to help me in this, But sometimes I'll say both. Lord, whoever's job this is. Angels, Lord, God doesn't care. We're all learning together, right? So I just want to pass this on to you. You do have guardian angels. They are there to minister to the children of God. They're there to assist us. They're there to protect us. You can bet guardian angels are surrounding. I mean, you've seen the pictures of guardian angels, especially those of us that can see in the spirit. They'll see guardian angels like behind these, someone that's preaching or anything like that. You can bet they're surrounding God's children. And they're fighting for us. They're fighting in that spiritual realm. They're chopping heads off demons or stuff like that, right? Well, anyway, I want to stop there. You have guardian angels. It's up to you if you want to ask them to take you to your favorite parking spot or your favorite place in the restaurant. It's up to you.